Hello everyone, it's Rosie in the Rockies here on YouTube and also on Instagram. I'm here today with a different kind of video, although it is still cross-stitch related. I'm going to do a flip through of this Mary Engelbreit Cross-Stitch book. This book is a set of cross-stitch patterns and also other designs, as you'll see, that are taken from Mary Engelbreit's postcards. And the reason I'm doing a flip through is when I was looking for books to purchase on the secondhand market, primarily eBay, that were cross-stitch related, it was very hard to find listings that showed the interior of the books, so I didn't know what I was getting when I made my purchases. And so in this video, I'm going to flip through this book, and then I'll be posting some videos of some other books that I either purchased or were gifted to me, so that if you're interested in purchasing cross-stitch books, you can be a more informed consumer. So here we go. First thing is, this book is a hardcover. It comes with a book jacket, and then the design on the inside is, on the hardcover itself, is the same as that on the jacket. You have a really pretty first page. You can see here there's some writing on the book that I purchased. There's some introductory remarks, a table of contents, and I'll pause here for a second so that if you want to see the full table of contents, you can pause the video. And then there's an introduction by Mary Engelbreit. I did read this. Based on this information, I don't believe that she is a stitcher, although I think based on what she wrote, she views stitching similarly to the way she views other forms of art. Okay, and then each of the sections in the book is based on one of her postcards. You can see the full postcard here. And what she does, and what I think makes this book unique, is that there's the pattern for the full cross stitch, and then they provide examples of how you might take the individual pieces. So here on the pinafore is the bottom of the design, and actually create something else. So there are finishing instructions for things like a little pinafore, or at least this part of the pinafore, how you might turn a portion of the design into a pillow, how you might create a cake wrap, although I'm not sure why you would put stitching near a cake, and how you might, for example, make a little pattern based on the top border for a drawstring bag. So I think that does make this book unique because they provide many different types of finishing instructions. So whether you like these postcards and the designs or not, you might get this book anyway if you like some of the finishings and want to be able to finish other designs in this way. So the first page of each section has all of the portions or finishes of the design on the first page. And then on the subsequent pages, there are close-ups of each of the finishes. So for example, here is the full postcard cross-stitched. Here's that cake collar, she calls it. Here's the pinafore and the little drawstring bag. And here is the pillow. And then the subsequent pages, which I have paper clipped together so as not to show the patterns, show you how to make each of these types of finishes, as well as contain the pattern for the full design. So this one, called Make a Wish, is the first design. The second one is called My Best Friend, and in this one there's the full stitch design of two people under a tree, the lovely, very 90s floral border. There's a little rose that you can stitch as a patch or to put on a card. There's a little envelope, again, a design that goes on a drawstring bag, and a couple of smaller pieces, a little napkin holder, and so forth, and then a napkin with some borders. And here are some close-ups of each. And here's this little satchel and this little satchel for scent. And then the napkin holder, the little patch, and then the placemat or napkin. The next design is called Be Happy, and this one cracks me up because this little girl is very happy and hugging a pot with flowers in it, and this one with equally rosy cheeks looks pretty grumpy. And I like the message in this one, as well as the pears here, or apples, whatever they are. This design also comes with a finishing instruction for kind of an inner border for a framed photo, something to put on the back of a hairbrush or mirror. Here are some close-ups. And then this one also, again, has a placemat or napkin with some of these flower pots that were in the border. And then finishing instructions for turning each of the little girls into a doll, which I think is very sweet. Next, this design is called Comfort One Another. And it's hard to tell. This is two people sitting on a bench, looking out onto a garden. Swan, bunny, squirrel, some other little chick maybe. And with the full cross-stitch piece, there's a little pin cushion, a bookmark, and a hanger cover, and a little border here. So here are some close-ups of the full stitch design and the hanger cover, the pin cushion, the bookmark, and here they're saying embroidered bed linens, but I think you could take this border and put it on just about anything. The next design is called Helping Hands, and it depicts somebody gardening, and I really like this border. Looks like it might be a bit finicky to stitch, but I love all these little leaves. There's also a little pillow, a border for a linen, and then a stitched, I don't know if this is a placemat or a little blanket, and then a larger pillow. So again, here are the close-ups. Here there's a hat band and the full stitch design. There's the little pillow and the linens and the larger pillow. The next design is called Brotherly Love. It's two little boys with their dog and kind of a Western themed cowboy boots and handkerchief. There's a little rope border for this framed photo, a hat band, and then showing how to take the individual pieces from the design and stitch them. This looks like a book cover. And also showing an example of stitches on a shirt to make it look a bit more Western. Here are some close-ups. And I really like this example of using part of a design to stitch on the collar and pockets of a shirt, as well as creating a hat band. I think a little boy who's into cowboys would really like this. This design is called Sweet Home. And here the examples are many. So here's the original photo, a pillow, bookmark, kind of the center top of a pinafore or an apron. And then on this side over here, there's an inner border for a picture frame, linen, and then on a pot holder. And again, here are the close-ups. I actually really like this border on the frame. And here are the others. The next design is called Nesting Place. And I just think this one is so lovely with the acorns and the little baby acorns falling and what look like little stars or dots around them. It's very autumn. And here again, picture frame border, the top of a box, an insert for a display case, a little needle book, and here are the close-ups. It looks here like these might actually be little beads. Here they're showing a book cover. I thought it was a needle book. The next design is called Naturally Yours. It shows a kid climbing up on a chair to maybe to fill up a bird feeder with a bell pull, a framed photo with the writing of the design, and then the two branches with birds, a cover or an insert for a picnic basket, and again, a framed piece. There's a close-up of the pillow and framed piece. And some of the other pieces, the little box, cover, bell pull, the picnic basket, insert. The next one is called Cross Country. Again, very 90s, but lovely. I could envision somebody stitching a portion of this on white, a portion on blue, and sewing them together the way some of the more popular modern designs that folks have been showing on Flosstube. And this one has a framed photo, some little ornament inserts, a stocking, it looks like a stocking, and the inside of a snow globe or paperweight, which is a very clever idea, actually. Oh, it's a little drawstring bag, not a stocking. And this is by far my favorite. The last design is called Jolly Holiday. And this one has a very handsome Santa. I think all Santas are handsome, with brightly colored Mary Engelbreit type coat and a stocking, which is beautiful, and some ornaments with the little dogs around him, a couple of other pieces, portions of the design. Here's a close-up with this bell pull. And this makes me wish it were Christmas again. And a glasses case over here. And then the little ornaments and the stocking, which I think is just beautiful. And oh, I was wrong. There's one more design called Peace and Love. Skipped ahead. And this one has some carolers, an insert for a tray, framed photo, a card, and a pillow. Sorry for shaking the camera. As well as a little bow. And that is the end of the book. So I hope this was helpful to some of you in deciding if you might want to purchase this. I'm going to keep this book for a while and maybe stitch the Santa at some point. Let me show you him again since he's my favorite. I just think he looks really cute on this bell pull and on this stocking. Okay, I hope this was helpful, and I'll be posting a few more of these with some of the other books that I got on the secondhand market in the last year or so. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.